What is going on, guys? Today we've got Shapeshifters Rudiger, the new transferred striker. We always get a centre-back. If it's not Virgil, it's Ramos. And now we've got Rudiger, a 4-star, 5-star, 6'3", absolute baller. Incredible amounts of pace, great shooting, passing's on the good end, dribbling-wise looks fantastic bar from the agility, good strength and a bit of head and accuracy with some new traits in flair, power header and outside of the foot. I always liked Ramos as the striker. Virgil always seemed a little bit blocky. Rudiger's got a chance, to be honest. If it isn't for the agility holding him back, he could actually be a relatively good striker. He is obviously a centre forward as well, and as shapeshifters are, it's predominantly a little bit of fun. We've had team of the season, the grind out. Whether this is a good move, if you've got Mbappe, Ginola, R9, you've got to have a bit of fun. He's currently coming in at 1.1 mil. Obviously, will drop down over the due course of time, as I can imagine demand's not going to be absolutely massive for this guy, but I'm interested to see what he can do. So let's see what Rudiger can do. I'd like to tell you about skycoach.gg. They offer many features within the FIFA franchise, from FIFA coins to FIFA weekend league boosts, from trusted sellers, pro players, and are the best prices on the market currently. They have fast delivery, high quality services, lots of games, and also a cashback program. The more coins you buy, the more eligible you are for cashback options. So if you want to buy FIFA coins at the best price, click the link in the description of this video. It will be active promo code for 10% discount from my subscribers. All you have to use is the code JT11 at the checkout to receive this bonus. On to the video. Right, let's give him his first touch of the ball. Let's see what we can find from him. Oh, that's blocky. He's got a bit of shot power on him, though. To be honest, that was off balance and everything. You should not be shooting from there. Does feel that little bit on the slower side on turning, so we will kind of imagine that into the game as well, because most definitely I was expecting it. Any sort of position going from a striker to a centre-back to a striker, it isn't naturally all about just putting every stat to 99. It's all about in games. It's all about, obviously, the movement, the agility. It's a whole lot more than just giving him 99 pace and hoping he can do everything that a normal striker can. Find him on the turn here. Little spin. You can see how slow that turn is. Not the greatest sort of dribbling in the world, but we'll get through it. Little ping. We've got a bit of passing on him as well, so hopefully we can show a bit of that, because that, again, could be the great option to maybe have him as not even a lone striker like we've got him now. Having him in a pairing might be the move for him. We've got a bit of skills on him. Never thought I'd see a finesse from Rudiger. Again, it's very much power-based. It's not necessarily... Oh, okay. Is he... In fact, the one thing I don't know, he is right-footed. I thought he was. Just randomly a centre-back. Sometimes I don't know their foot, and you kind of get shocked when you see a left-footed centre-back, as we see the ball through there. Little dink over the top. Good chest down from Musiala, who cannot convert. The one thing that probably should be a really good play for him would literally just be running down the by-wing, getting it crossed into him, obviously a header, or naturally just put into the box for him, because that should be his strong point. The power heading, obviously the physicality demand is going to be massive, that he should have more of a benefit over any sort of striker that you've got, because he is a centre-back. The whole point is him being physical. Going on a toe-to-toe battle. So we've got pace. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, he ain't being Lucio, let's face it. Even Mbappe struggles at times with Lucio. So that is kind of a fair one. Little dink over the top. Even passing doesn't quite feel as smooth as you'd expect from somebody. Obviously, the passing's going to be semi-decent, but it just feels like even the through balls are almost just a little bit more on the blocky side than we know from any sort of kind of attacking player. Good ball out wide. Rudiger now. What can we find here? We're going to run at the defenders. Big ball across, and Socrates just missing out there. There he is. Oh, get the space. Oh, I thought we might have been able to get something. The shot power is the kind of big thing. And I can imagine, in fact, he's going to bring the keeper out. So we've got to find a left foot to swing this in at the very minimum, as we know he's kind of goading us to be able to do this. Let's try and get a ball in whilst the keeper's there. Rudiger with a header. That's where we want him. Okay, so that's like I say, that's going to be the big thing for him. I'm not expecting him to be a good striker. It's naturally just how you go with it. Let's see if we can go again. He's going to try and play the card. Ooh, it's nearly. There he is again. Little shape off. Gets the shot power. Van der Sar. Again, we're coming up against a monster keeper. That's a cracking ball. Can we... Oh, we've managed to... It's the only problem. I think Rudiger definitely, if you're looking for this as a striking option, I would 100% recommend a double striking attack force. I think as his own, he's just not quite that level. Obviously, it all goes down to the game style as well. It's not personally my favourite being in a 4-3-3. It doesn't really offer that much support going forward. It's just naturally not the position that I'd go with many formations. And I think Rudiger is struggling because I don't like just running down the byline and trying to cross it in. I sometimes like going through the strikers, going down the middle, because naturally if you just keep going down the wing, you will just eventually come to a crossroad where they can take you out quite easily. Into Rudiger, left foot across goal, and I don't know what that... Oh, okay, so just a free kick. Rudiger, header! Van der Sar, get out the way. Honestly, stop being the goalkeeper for a second. We need one goal with him at least. So going into the overall for Rudiger then. In terms of a striker, he's a bit of fun. It was never going to be a serious striker. And I think the big thing to have a look at is what sort of strikers could you get at this moment in time for that budget. Obviously, he will drop down in price. I've got no imagination to think Rudiger would stay over 1 million coins over the next week at the very minimum. So if we go underneath all of the top ones, obviously anybody of the top tier pretty much is 2 million above. Under 1 million, so if we go a little bit above, so we've got obviously Cruyff Prime, Jarzinho as a right wing, Jesus as a 1.4 million, all the way up to Zlatan at 1.5. Underneath him, we have a Eusebio Prime, which is very good indeed. Mid Pele, obviously World Cup Cruyff, a Lacazette who is outstanding, Dybala outstanding, Sanchez, Di Natale. This is the point, he doesn't compare to any of these strikers, and it's very hard when it comes to the shapeshifters because especially someone like Rudiger, I don't need him as a striker. The whole point is a centre-back for him, so you've got to have a bit of fun with it. In terms of Real Madrid's team, you can have an extra striker up there with Benzema. Imagine the front four of Vinicius left wing, Rodrigo right wing, Benzema and Rudiger. It'd be cracking. You obviously miss out on a centre-back, unfortunately. You throw a Toni Kroos, Modric, you've got yourself a different sort of team. You already have a Militao and an Alaba in there where they can kind of hold their own already. Right back wise, we've got Carvajal and Mendy as left back, right back, but it is something different, it's something interesting. He's got a decent amount of pace on him, obviously he's not necessarily tearing it past people, and he does feel a little bit blocky, so I would say a hold-up striker more than anything, and definitely the shot, he's got a good amount of shot power, that's something you definitely can see from him. It is just naturally a fun card. He's not going to be the best striker in the world, but if you do get him, have a little bit of fun with him. Throw him into a German team, a La Liga team, whatever you want, but in terms of replacing strikers, don't go out and buy him. It just doesn't make any sense to spend 1 million coins, or even, I'd say even 500,000 on a card like this, because he's there to be packed and that's about it. Other than that, he's solid. I enjoy the striker centre-backs or the centre-back strikers. We've loved Ramos and Virgil over the past few years. They just add a little different of a direction, and that's what Shapeshifter's all about. So let me know down below what you think. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.